Saddest downfalls to watch.
Ain't no mother game, man. It's like 8 hours left to this. No chuckling and nothing, no kind of way. All right, play off the grid.
Downfalls. You've either preyed on it for somebody or been the victim to someone preying on it. And
I think I've preyed on a couple downfalls, I'm not gonna lie.
whoever's been preying on my downfall, all I want to say is slow down with it a little because it's definitely been working. The saddest downfalls to see is people who were beloved by all and it seemed like they could never do any wrong, only for them to keep digging themselves deeper and deeper in a hole. And no one represents this better than my glorious 5'8", born on June 7th, 1977, went to the American Academy of Art College, 24 Grammy wins. This is his signature.
Art College
resident
is crazy,
Chicago,
bro.
Kanye. If you knew any of Kanye's work before the TikTok Riz era, I guess. You know, there's no way in hell he would ever approve Vultures 2 to release. And dare I say it, Vultures 1 too. Like if Watch the Throne Kanye saw this release, or Graduation Kanye saw this release, he would do his best to stop anybody's earlobes from even being able to consume the music. At least with Vultures 1, you were able to hear it fully produced. But with Vultures 2, I don't know who on his team.
Bro, I didn't even listen to Vultures 2. I heard like one song from it. Somebody in my stream told me to check out one of the songs. And I'm not gonna lie, my ear canals were crying.
Had the bright idea to release the album barely produced. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all didn't even know the album released. This was so badly rolled out, no one even knew it was dropping. Like people woke up to see it drop
I remember
it dropped at 3 a.m. The only fans staying up to
I remember Kanye talking about the album was gonna drop soon, like a couple months ago when the first part of the album dropped. This man ain't dropped it till like it's been like 4 or 5 months. It's a long time later. No promo, he dropped it at 3 a.m. What is he doing?
listen to their favorite artist dropping an album at 3 in the morning as cracked out white girls who listen to Taylor Swift. Then slowly over time, they started to update and fix the songs like it's an iOS update fixing bugs on your phone. So you have these social media pages reposting, talking about the album is updated again for the 5th time. No one cares.
Oh,
if
no.
you have to release so many updates for an album, maybe
updating the album after it comes out is crazy, bro. We gotta have a finished product at release, bro. What are we talking about?
maybe it wasn't meant to be put out. Just a little advice. And this is his only album he's released that hasn't gone #1 in the first week to be beaten out by, out of all people, his mortal enemy, Taylor Swift. The only man that went against the demonic woman with high heels, and he lost. So this made people wonder, you know, what the is actually going on? I mean, this is a man that was giving coaching talks 3 years ago about his albums. A man that runs his studio sessions like the military. He had people passing out in his studio sessions. And just like the great downfall of every leader, MLK, JFK, Abraham Lincoln, Alexander the Great, he suffered the same downfall as all of them.
What's your name? Where you from?
I know your little team, man.
Whippets, aka nitrous oxide. I don't know where this drug spawned from. It's like every other month a new drug spawns in the world.
Bro, the people, I seen people saying the CIA went crazy with Galaxy Gas. I had seen a video of the dude who created it. He was going around talking about my newest creation, Galaxy Gas, bringing the taste, the flavors from all around the galaxy to your smoothies and beverages. Bro, he knew what he was doing.
World people abuse. I swear, fentanyl didn't even exist like 10 years ago, and now it's everywhere. It makes me feel jealous, like I want to be popular too. The rumors of Kanye indulging in this delicacy began when someone on his team leaked text messages of him basically begging for it. And he's out here asking for it too,
Can I have
like
the
he's a
nitrous
kid
today?
begging mommy and daddy for candy. If I'm an A-list celebrity, I better have a personal drug dealer that can make me anything on the spot. And out of all people giving it to him, the allegation is that it's his dentist prescribing it. A dentist? What is this dentist? Some kind of ex-prison affiliated drug lord who ran
I hope he shows a
streets?
picture of this dentist. This dentist needs to be jailed. I'm about to turn my camera off for a second so you can see his full face on this other picture. This dentist is crazy. What he got going on?
Oh, that's exactly what he is. I usually don't judge a book by its cover, but how am I not supposed to? You can't tell me this dude in another life wasn't running Alcatraz in the 60s. He must have just threatened the dentist school to give him the degree or he would unleash hell on them. And apparently he works with a lot of celebs. Some
He's
like
a tattooed
Gunna,
bald
Lil
head.
Yachty, Shaq, Post Malone. The whole rap game is f***ed up on this. No wonder nothing good is dropping. For me, I just want him to be healthy in his personal life, and then whatever after comes second. I mean, this is a man with 4 kids. It's not like he doesn't have any priorities in his life or anything. So hopefully he gets the help he needs, because drug addiction ain't no joke. I would know. I've been on Galaxy Gas this whole video. Someone who needs some Galaxy Gas to calm down is Ninja, because he just be lashing out at everyone.
Nah.
Ninja at the start of his blow up was
Ninja lately been going crazy. I think he's about to talk
everywhere
about
you could
Ninja.
think of. He was like the first
Ninja, he
mainstream
been dissing
celebrity
everybody.
gamer for real. I've said it
Just
before
cussing out like
already,
3
and I don't care
times
if
in
any
a-
of y'all
in
call
a
this
month.
plays. Streaming simply wouldn't be in the same place in how big it is now without him. But we can't live in the glory days forever. That was about like
I think the beginning of the downfall started after that man went in Times Square. He tried to do the floss in front of everybody. I think it was at New Year's. Ain't nobody do that shit.
5 or 6 years. I feel like there's 2 key
Ever since
reasons
after that,
can be
Ninja been
attributed
going
to his
down.
downfall. One being Mixer, because real quick, name 5 streamers that streamed on Mixer before it shut down.
I can't name nobody.
I bet some people watching this didn't even know Mixer existed. Already don't want to watch streams on Kick, and that's a platform with a couple of huge streamers already. Who the f in their right mind was logging into their I can't even say it without
The Kick mobile app is still dog shit. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know why it still sucks so bad. I tried getting on earlier to see what was going on with the debate with no ads. I had to click on my screen like 8 times to be able to click onto a stream. What type of shit is that, bro? Get this app fixed immediately. I thought the Kick 2.0 update was already here. I seen ads talking about Kick 2.0 and shit. The app update is not here. Unless I just missed it.
laughing Mixer account to watch streamers on there. Like once he went on there, I swear his presence just vanished from social media. You simply didn't hear of the name Ninja until he switched back. And you know for a fact he regrets the out of it. He was damn near on the path of being a celebrity. So now the only way he can cope his loss is by hating on the younger streamer surpassing him. Like for some reason, Ninja
he been hating on
despises Kai Cenat. He hates Kai like Kendrick hates Drake. And I simply think that's because Kai represents what would have happened to Ninja if he simply stayed on Twitch and he didn't switch. Like in the latest streaming record Kai broke, he bring up the fact that another streamer was already bigger than him, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Nah, that was crazy hater shit. I don't know if y'all had seen this. Kai had got like I forget who it was. It might have been 21 Savage or something. I think it was like 600 or 700,000 live viewers or something. Or no, I think it was Kevin Hart. But he got a bunch of live viewers. This man Ninja was like, cool. Kai beat my record, but this other Spanish streamer actually had 2.1 million live viewers, so he didn't beat the live record.
And when Kai and Speed were streaming Minecraft and losing, he was saying that they were doing it on purpose. And look, okay, I stream on
that would too.
I understand if people are just bombarding your chat with the same thing all day and how annoying that gets. But you could, you know, just turn it on sub only and boom, you've solved the problem. Ninja, I know your game. I know you like talking your in some type of way. You're not slick. You gotta let people say something first before you can let it rip. And I feel like another key reason of Ninja's downfall was that he blew up because everyone was bad. Everyone touching
was that
Fortnite
Johnny
from season
Sins?
1 to 3 were moving snail numbers. Like the skill jump from that time to now is like us going from stone drawings to the iPhone. And when everyone saw a Ninja clip of him destroying lobbies by himself, they couldn't believe it. Seemed like magic.
Nah,
Ninja
in 2018 was crazy.
And now that Ninja can't keep up with the skill gap, he's
2017?
just known as the dude that still plays Fortnite at 30 and hates on people. Alright, but let's switch it up now from an individual to a whole company. How can a company's downfall be so bad that the whole company is just cooked? Disney. That's the only answer. Disney has been losing.
Bro, I don't know if y'all seen the Disney lawsuit that went through recently of the woman who had died from eating the food that had dairy or nuts in it or something. It happened like last year or something. It happened in like 2023, 2022. but it was just coming out recently. That story was crazy.
Losing money
haven't
since
heard about it, go look it
2019
up
apparently,
after
which
this
probably
video.
isn't a surprise to anyone. I don't know how you can go from being the biggest entertainment company for 100 years to straight dipping to nothing. Like, I think people don't realize how lucky we are as a generation to grow up in the peak times of Disney, because they're never coming back. It's sad to think of all the future generations that will never get to truly experience and immerse themselves in the time when they were releasing banger live action shows, when they were releasing banger cartoon
watch the
shows, when they were
backlogs.
releasing banger movies. Actually, no worries, because now kids can watch things like the Snow White movie, where they tried to remove the dwarves and make them human-sized to not offend the little people community. I don't know what you call them, but I'm just gonna call them that. And tried to change the plot so Snow White doesn't get saved by the prince but herself because it's not empowering enough. I'm surprised
What?
they even released a trailer for this shit. Like, they gotta scrap the whole movie now. Trying to change one of the most classic movies ever while your company is in a downtrodden is not the best idea. And I'm not gonna fully blame Disney on certain things, because there's certain things I feel like they couldn't do anything about. Like, for Disney Channel's fall off, I feel like it was contributed to social media coming up and kids using that over watching shows. But at the same time, if they made good shows still, kids would find a way to watch it regardless. Their main downfall is getting way too political for no reason. Like, at the end of the day, people just want to watch.
Yeah, bro, ain't nobody asked for all that. They seen that the world was getting more political. Bro, you're Disney Channel. Don't nobody want politics on Disney. We trying to watch some old childhood shows, bro. What are we talking about? Adding politics to everything.
Watch some good movies and don't care about your political view. So when you plaster it in front of their faces 24/7, they're just gonna get pissed off and stop paying for your product. And it's the fact that Disney acquired all these companies that people saw could basically never fail and threw their political messaging into it. Like, Star Wars and Marvel were basically given on a silver platter to y'all and you failed it. And Disney Plus apparently has been losing them money since 2019, which is when it launched, so it never made any money. I mean, who could have guessed?
Good.
Who would have known people don't want to spend $20 for a no-ad experience? Like, these streaming companies be wildin' nowadays. It was manageable when it was like $12 for no ads. But soon you're gonna have to start taking out mortgage payments just to pay for these services. Maybe.
Yeah, bro. It used to be like $9.99, $6 a month. Netflix used to. I think Netflix, like a couple of years ago, it was like $7 a month. Now they're up at like $15 a month or something, almost $20 a month. What is going on with these streaming services? Who do they think they are?
Maybe this failure at the end of the day is a good thing.
Why does
It'll make
everything
them
have a
to
subscription
lock in
service
and
now?
actually start making things people want. Instead of making another live-action Lion King. Why is there another live-action Lion King? Someone no one wants anymore is Bruce Drop 'Em Off. Now, if you're already familiar with the streaming game already, you've most likely heard of Bruce. And when he started blowing up in 2021, it seemed like he could never do wrong. He would have a viral trend or meme every
You talking
month.
about
He was
Voldemort?
collabing with different streamers from every community, and people just liked him and how naturally funny he was. He even had a group collabing with the biggest streamers, Kai Cenat and Your Rage, called The Boys.
Oh my, the boys? Your rage?
And it seemed like they all got along together well, and it was a happily ever after. Until Bruce randomly started talking behind their backs. It needs to be studied the way this man's image flip-flopped from the hero to villain overnight. One day he was Batman, the next day he was Joker. Like, everything all tumbled down at once and it kept getting
man.
worse. He got caught talking
He
to all
like-
his close creator friends.
He like Batman up in the game when he turned into the Joker. He had the Joker toxins on his face. He went crazy at the end.
Kai Cenat, Your Rage, all of AMP, aka the biggest streaming group in the world right now. And you would think he would have learned from this until months later. He did the same thing with all of the new phase members, basically cutting every creator connection he ever had. Now, I'm not saying you have to rely on other people for your success or anything, but it sure would have helped as a streamer being able to collab with some of the other biggest streamers around you. I mean, at least a little bit, right? And then it got worse somehow. It got revealed he was taking perks and that his girl broke up with him. Nowadays, anyone that comes across his path faces the wrath of Bruce.
Yerky Bruce. He back to the 30s.
You can't find a clip of him nowadays not talking about somebody. If he sees this video, he'll probably find some way to crash out on me too. Fly could land on his shoulder, and just because of that, he's airing out the whole block. And I really think with Bruce, there's literally no recovery. There's not a single creator that could ever trust this man on or off camera. The fact that the snaking has happened multiple times just puts the nail in the coffin. And last, the magnus opus of downfalls. The saint of the internet, Mr. Beast. Okay.
Oh man, I don't think Mr. Beast has had a fall off YouTube wise, but image wise, Mr. Beast's image has definitely fallen off at least a little bit recently.
Look,
we
when
all
I say
know what's been
downfall
going
in
on.
Mr. Beast, there's a clear distinction. It's not a downfall as
Yeah.
in numbers wise, because we're talking about
Yeah,
the most
that's what I was just
subscribed
saying.
YouTuber on the planet, but more of the downfall of his public image. Like if you told me last
Is that
year
not what I
Mr.
just?
Beast
Is that not word for word what I
wrong
just
person,
said?
I would think you're one of them annoying who are trying to cancel him for curing blindness. But now, sadly, I have to say I could see some validity to it if some of the rumors are true. Like, let's be real, your best friend of 10 years gets exposed for some heinous things and you have no clue that it was going on? You couldn't pay Leonardo DiCaprio to act you out of this one, buddy. You definitely knew at least a little bit. And at first
No
it was
clue.
just that, but as the months are starting to go on, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Some of the main rumors are that he hosted fake lotteries and giveaways, which if true is pretty bad.
We had
because he's
seen
known
we had
as
seen the footage,
giving
bro.
money guy. Another allegation is that he hired a ex-offender that was convicted of rape of a child. And you could say he didn't know, and it's not confirmed if he did.
Apparently there was multiple people, not just that one guy.
But if you're running the biggest YouTube channel on earth, you better be screening your employees like the government, or it. Just pay like $20 to one of those websites where you can get somebody's criminal history. Everyone should be walking through TSA before even stepping foot on a shooting production. The TSA machine should be plastered with Mr. Beast Productions. It's pretty hard to go through something like that without hearing it from at least one person out there. Best believe if I was told this news, the employee would be getting a public beating and it would be the trailer to my YouTube channel. And now the most recent allegation is that Mr. Beast's COO was running a gay strip bar? I don't know how we went from
What?
scams to grinders, but something's fishy about this to me.
Hey yo, his chief. Oh nah, he was running a gay bar.
Quite literally impossible to hire someone at that high of a position without knowing what their past was. And some people might think it isn't weird and who cares what he was doing before. But imagine Johnny Sins working at like St. Jude's Hospital. It just doesn't sound like a good mix of names. Mr. Beast still ain't respond to any of this yet, so I'm still taking it with a grain of salt. But he's gonna have to cook the greatest response of all time that this earth has ever
I don't know
seen.
if he's
There has
able to cook
knock
himself
people
out of
their
this,
chairs
bro.
with so much disproven that we feel bad we even thought he could do wrong. So hopefully these downfalls can be a lesson to the people around the world. Some are recoverable, some
I
are
think-
probably not. Follow me on Twitter.
I think Mr. Beast, he's just gonna leave the situation alone. Try to let everybody forget about it. He's just gonna stay silent, take legal actions, and yeah, continue posting, because as you've seen, his numbers were up. I think I seen his video got posted a couple days ago. It had like 20-30 million views in like 10 hours.
Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
W video Tommy NFG. This video's link is in the description. My links are over here. They're in the description. I'm live every day. Come pull up.